Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Choice. So today we are still continuing with the story of the three Hebrew brothers forward. And the king told them, an alarm that rang, everybody is supposed to bow down and worship that God. These three Hebrew brothers decided no. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they decided no, we won't do that. We refuse to bow before your God. King ordered men to heat their furnace 7 times. And the Bible says even the people that were going to put them in the fire were burned. But these men still made a choice. They said, even if our God, we know our God can save us, but even if they're telling the people that we have made a choice to stand for our God, and our God needs to make a choice to stand for us, but even if our God does not make a choice to save us or to stand for us, we will not bow. So you see, you make a choice to pray to God. It takes God to make a choice to answer you. We make it look like God is obligated to answer our prayers. God is never obligated to answer our prayers. He makes a choice to answer us. God is never forced. We can never force God to answer your prayers. We can never deceive God to answer our prayers. We can never portray holiness. We cannot portray something else. He sees the heart. He tells someone, for you look at the hour, but God, I look at the heart. So God is more concerned about the heart. He sees your motive behind that action. He looks at your motive. And so we can pray to God. We can have our prayers. For these men prayed. They had a petition. But can we know that God to make a choice to answer our prayers? Not that he is partial. Not that he has preferences. But he also make a choice to answer our prayers. And definitely, if there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. God chooses to answer the prayers of people. But God is not obligated to answer our prayers. He is Jehovah Nisi. He answers prayers, but he is not forced to answer prayer. Let us understand this. So these men prayed to God and said, we stand for our God. We choose to stand for our God because we know our God will choose us. But even if our God failed to choose us, we will still not choose you. We will still not bow. And guess what? God answered. So you see, you cannot force God to answer, but God answers. The choice they make today decides the implications of it. These men made this choice, and the implications of that choice was to be put in a furnace. And they made a choice that we will pray to our God. We will pray. Can you make a choice to pray? Before you do any other thing, can you pray? Before you move, can you pray? Make a choice to pray. You can't force God to answer, but God, he answers prayer. God bless you.